Welcome to this presentation on creating structure with paper. Paper is a thin, lightweight, and very flexible material. We can see that it folds very easily in both directions. It doesn't have much weight-bearing potential on the flat. When we turn it on its edge, it's slightly better, but the paper still wants to deform. We can add structure by changing its cross-section. Here I've made a simple cylinder. You can see it still doesn't hold much weight on the flat. When the cylinder is turned on its edge, it is now supporting weight more effectively. A triangle, we know, is an inherently strong shape. Again, though, when weight is placed on the flat of the paper, it collapses. And when this triangle is turned on its edge, it can bear more weight. So let's take this information and create a more complex form in paper that is still structural. I've created a flat pattern, and you can see there's a series of lines. I'll be folding the paper along these lines to create this structure. Some of the elements that I'm folding up, the two that you can see here, are tabs, and we'll be using these tabs to secure the piece to itself. So I'm almost finished. The last thing I want to do is secure these two triangles to each other. I've got two small strips of paper, and I've cut a slit in each one halfway through, so I can slide them past one another and drop them down in between the two triangular elements. And then I'll just tape them in place. So now we have something that looks very similar to a tiny table. Not surprising, as I'm a furniture maker. You can see that the triangles have been incorporated in the correct orientation. And we're going to put a big old boot on this, and it resists that force quite well. Success. Because paper is so easily manipulated, it's a great material to use for modeling our ideas when working in sheet goods. Say, for example, we wanted to create a folded metal structure. Using paper would allow us to experiment with structure and form before moving on to a more expensive and less malleable material. On that note, let's move on to the next video that looks at how to bend metal using a break forming process.